What is up? We have made it to 2024, and I want to give you my snapshot of what I'm experiencing personally in Birmingham, Alabama, as far as selling real estate is concerned. Now, I know that you've been watching all the news, all the stats, and you see it, and they put this big blanket over the whole United States. Well, look, every market is different. Every city is different. Every neighborhood is different. However, boots on the ground matters, and I'll tell you what I'm seeing. So, hey, I'm Gene Darden. I'm with The Real Brokerage. First of all, thank you for checking this video out. I would love it if you would subscribe, and I'm going to go through three things about this market. Number one, the first thing I'm going to talk about is demand. Number two, I'm going to talk about interest rates. And then number three, last but not least, I'm going to tell you where I think it's going to go this year. And I've got some interesting tips that I want to share with you that'll kind of get your attention. So the first of all is we're going to talk about demand. So everybody's talking about it's still a great market. When you list a house, it sells fast. Some of them are going at or above list price. Some of them are even getting multiple offers. Not near as many multiple offers that we're seeing right now because demand is down. So even though they are correct, prices are still rising in the real estate market because of low inventory. However, demand is super low. So if you get a house that's priced well in a great area, most likely you will sell that house really, really fast. And most likely you're going to get what you're asking for unless you're asking some sort of astronomical crazy price for it that you just grabbed out of the air versus getting real data that tells you what your home is worth. You still have to do those things to sell your house. It is not the smash and grab that we were dealing with in late 2021, early 2022. So you need to be competitive. You need to be ready, and you need to hit the market because there are other homes that you are now competing against because inventory has ticked up just slightly. But affordability has not corrected itself. Why? Because that's what I'm going to talk to you about with value. Values have went up a total of about 4.5% this year in the state of Alabama. Well, if values have went up about 4.5% in the state of Alabama, that's pretty average as far as what you've seen year over year since 1990. However, we saw a dip in those values late 2022, early 2023 because there was rate shock. Everybody's like, holy cow, the rates are crazy. Prices are crazy. I can't afford a house. And so you saw them start to go down because the houses that were already sitting on the market weren't getting contracts. So you saw a slight adjustment in prices that went down. Then you saw some contracts start flowing, and then rates kept rising. Well, with the rates continuing to rise, it continued to crush demand. And right now, the rates are right at 6.7%, which is off 8%, which was the yearly high in 2023, but still pretty high. And with the prices of homes not adjusting, it's still very expensive. So we're seeing a lot of college kids that are graduated college, got them a job, and instead of buying their first home, they're moving home with their parents. We're seeing a lot of families move in together, that stuff just to fight affordability. However, over time, you're going to see those prices make an adjustment to what the market can afford. Here's an interesting fact. About March of 2024, statistically over the United States, the majority of Americans will run out of the savings that they were stacking from 16 to 21, 22 when the economy was rocking, everything was good. Even with inflation, things were still moving, and so people were able to afford. But now it's really gotten into their pockets, so you're seeing less eating out, less moving around, less spending, those type things because they're running out of savings. If people are running out of savings, the first thing they're going to do is not run out and buy a house. One or two things are going to happen. Number one, if they have their home and they're out of cash, well, most likely they do have equity in their home because, like I said, prices are still high because inventory is low. So they're going to have to sell their home, which is going to increase inventory, probably push prices down a little bit. Number two, if they can't sell their home, then obviously there's going to be other things that take place, and you may see some foreclosures. You may see several other things that start to leak into our market. I don't mean woe is me, but I mean leak into our market over time in these next 12 months. So do I think that you're going to see a massive real estate crash in 2024? No. Do I think demand is going to increase in 2024? Probably not, due to the fact that people are running out of money. The United States usually sells about 4 to 5 million homes a year in kind of a normal market, above 5 million a year in a rocking market. And we got down in the low threes, high fours this year, which was kind of parallel with the last crash we had in '08 because demand was so low and those numbers are there. So with all that data being said and people being tight with money, people are hanging on, spending less, most likely you're not going to see a massive move or the real estate market skyrocket or value skyrocket. Everything's going to kind of be pretty flatline Scary thing is things were pretty flatlined in 2006 and 2007 too, as far as home prices and interest rates. We're seeing something similar this year, but there's a lot of different dynamics, and a lot of different things to consider. So you can't necessarily say, oh, here comes the crash. But you can say, most likely you're not going to see a massive 3 to 4 to 5 to 6% gain in home prices, and you're most likely not going to see a massive drop in home prices. But I think you are going to see real estate slide just a hair, just a few percent this year. I don't think demand is going to fix itself this year. I think our market is slowly correcting, and we are starting to see what you could say is normal in the real estate market, but we've still got some challenges. Birmingham overall is a great market to live in. We still have affordable houses as compared to other areas that really put that boom in price. But our average days on market are ticking up. Our inventory is ticking up, but the demand is not ticking up because those rates are still high. So we still need a few things to change. So one or two things are going to happen. We're going to have a pretty sharp move in real estate prices going down to spark demand. We're going to have interest rates go down to spark demand, or a lot of people are going to have to sell their house, which will also cause prices to slide. That's what's going on in Birmingham. I hope this helps. If this helps you, subscribe, like, share with your friends, and I appreciate you checking out this video. Again, Gene Darden, Real Brokerage. Have a blessed day. See you.